Hello everybody, welcome back to FTL Advanced Captain's Edition. So we're coming straight from the Raptor mod into another mod. Once again, was in collaboration with Anistuffs. I'm pronouncing it still wrong, I'm assuming, because he did link me to how I'm supposed to do it, but I couldn't be bothered. Probably should do that because you'll probably be mad at me hearing this. Anyway, after our reasonable success with the Lanius Sea, we decided to try our hands on a Crystal Sea. And the result can be seen here. Crystal Cruiser Type A, yeah, well, whatever, right? It replaces the Crystal A. Description reads: a cooperation between Energy and Crystal lies at the base of this ship, relying on drones for defense and crystal weaponry for offense. And we have called the beast the Xanthoconite. I think that's how I'm sure it's pronounced. We did end up checking that. Bit of an interesting thing about that name. Xanthoconite is indeed a gemstone, indeed orange in color, and coincidentally, Xanthos comes from Greek or Latin meaning foreign. Seems to fit the lore quite a bit, with crystals living in seclusion for quite a while. Anyway, as you can see, relying on crystal weaponry, we got the Crystal Burst 2, and that's it. It's a beefed up Burst Mark II, 3 shots, a little longer charge time, but does pierce 1 shield. That's a pretty potent weapon. On the other hand, it starts with only level 1 shield, so you have no shield weapons to start off with, and as defense, rather than cloak, you start off with a defense 2 drone and an anti-drone drone. Anti-combat drone Mark 1. I sort of swiped that idea from Randtrell, I think. I've seen it happen before, and I found it pretty interesting. So I thought, why not make it a thing on this one too? It was fun. Another note before we get started off. Once again, Captain's Edition is not required. The only thing we're really missing out on is the artillery, and for this one I went with the waveform artillery from the NG ships. If you want to see that thing in action, because I can't guarantee that I'm going to get it here, you can just go look in my playlist a few episodes back. This would be 159, so it would be 157, 156, if you want to see the waveform in action. I'm going to learn my lesson, not playing on normal. I'm just going to start on easy because this is still a showcase. Other than that, start off with Crystal Vengeance as you usually do on Crystal ships. Clone Bay is new on Crystal ships as well. And of course the whole, you have no shields, but you do have a defense drone, so let's kick things off. And there we got 14 scraps straight out of the gates. That's nifty. So, indeed, in the beginning, you'll be relying on your defense drone or anti-drone. If you're being attacked by drones, you'll have to juggle them around a bit because you don't have the power to get them both on, but that shouldn't be that big of a problem. Other than that, I've did a test run of this one before, and it's actually alright, well, we'll be able to see it here in action. Looking at things, I actually don't need any of my stuff because this thing is targeting my crew, and they can't destroy my clone bay anyway, so yeah. But if this was not CE and the ship would have had, like, say, a beam drone, you could have just set up the anti-drone and you would still be fine. So that's gonna be a lot of breaches though. So we're gonna go for their drones then, I suppose. So yeah, it's a pretty potent weapon, but it is 17 seconds to charge. We decided on crystal weaponry because you don't really get to use them a lot. I mean, the Crystal A starts off with 2 of them, that being the Crystal Burst Mark 1 and the Heavy Crystal Mark 1. There were 2 others, but well, seeing how you can only find crystal weapons in the Crystal homeworlds, you don't really end up visiting there too often. The weapons went a bit off the wayside, so we thought, hey, it would be a cool idea to actually use those weapons. Once again, I was in charge of actually creating the ship, so that's the whole images and layouts and stuff like that. Anistuffs was great in helping out, getting the idea set up, so what to add, what not to add. You know, just as a person to talk to on whether things would be balanced, yes or no, and it really helps when creating ships. I mean, usually you're on your own and you're just trying to... this is going to be a wondrous test for a defense drone. So it should be safe from the asteroids, of course. Now it just comes down to can the defense drone stop both the weapons and any incoming asteroids. See, that's just beautiful, right? Imagine the frustration on the enemy ship. Like, oh look, he's got no shields and he's in an asteroid field. And he still isn't able to hit me. I don't know, it feels incredibly gratifying. Oh man, this is good stuff. So, ooh, well that's nasty. So, you know, defense drones aren't perfect. Suppose that could be seen as somewhat of a drawback, but anyway, after a long debate we also decided to keep the shields in on level 1. Mainly because, you know, there's still... I mean, in the end of things, it costs you 25 less scrap, and you don't need to go find the store. And seeing how shields are something you probably want to prioritize as soon as you possibly can, we decided for why not throw the ship a bone and actually go with level 1 shields. These are gonna get away, yeah, that's unfortunate. Ah well, that's a... No, they decided to leave. Huh. Idiots. Alright, well we can leave as well then. No need for a store, but I would like to not jump into any more asteroid fields if at all possible. We'll intervene. He's only got a missile launcher. Well, and a hack, but I think we should be able to stop everything here. Yeah, see, that's... I don't know why, it just feels great doing this. There's no point in targeting shields. We pierced one shield bar anyway, so let's just mess with them. See if we can take down their engines. We're really relying on the defense drone to do its freaking job. So yeah, if you counter a ship that has like a beam drone and a mini beam, you're gonna take some damage. Wow, that was just straight up 3 misses. So the ship now has nothing. His hack failed completely, and he can't even fire missiles at me anymore. So yeah. What else is there to be said? So yeah, I created the layout. So yes, there is indeed room for artillery for those playing Captain's Edition. Once again, it's not required. The only thing we're missing out on from not playing on Captain's Edition is you can't have the artillery. Other than that, I try to keep the snake-like layout from Crystal Ship, so it's like with only a few loops, that one being here, so you would have be completely messed up if something got hacked. Other than that, when you're watching this, it should be already uploaded. So Flak will be another good test. I know I could have already have shields at this point. I'm just still trying to figure out how well this drone can handle things. Not bad. So yeah, we also have the Crystal Vengeance. It's a lot better on Captain's Edition than it is on standard AE. I'll show you a description from it here. No. We'll upgrade shields after this. We can still use a drone to see how well we're doing. But yeah, shields will probably be priority because you are still using a drone part every turn, and you need that drone part to defend yourself from incoming damage. They seem to have bunch of NGs on board there because they're repairing quite quickly. Anyway, let's get shields taken care of. First, we had an idea going through our mind about doing something with a Vulcan, but so looks like we do got that shield bubble up just in time. If you really don't want to take damage, you should bring up another defense drone so this thing can't do us anything, but nah. Well, I think that's the best of both worlds. So we do have a clone bay. If oxygen drops down to 0, so be it. So you're kind of like the stealth ship in the way that you got a pretty powerful weapon that takes quite a while to charge up. That was kind of what we were going with first, but we couldn't really find anything that was very good. I mean, there was still the other crystal weapon out there, the Heavy Crystal Mark II, that was one shot for 4 damage. You've seen... Oh crap, are you kidding me? They're gonna get away again. Yeah, this one might escape. No, they don't. Alright. The second time a ship almost got away. In any case, so yeah, the Vulcan was another idea that got scrapped. There's, as far as we can tell, no decent way, really no overpowered way of letting a ship start with a Vulcan. If anyone has a brilliant idea, feel free to let us know. We're probably gonna be creating a bit more ships now, because I don't have to do it on my own again. Well, creating the 1, 2. Probably can't do that. Creating the ship will still be up to me, but you know, creating the layout is surprisingly easy. You just mess around a bit, and once you start decorating the piloting room and yeah, shoot it all down, defense drone. Once again, I probably didn't even needed my shields here. Anyway, this is the 3rd run I'm doing. The first 2 I aborted, not because it was going terrible or anything, but I mean, I got pretty powerful, and after a while the ship just gets, you know, a normal ship. You got your shields and all the things you wanted. So a ship really gets made or broken. I have no idea why I went for that there, because he hadn't any drone parts left anyway. Sorry about that. Once you get your foot down, and it just becomes a normal ship, so... And... where was I going with this? Yeah, the debate usually ended on are we going with shields on this thing or not? And by shields I mean level 1 shields or not at all. We decided on going with the level 1 shields. Come on, yeah! Now I'm doing it just to spite the enemy here. Yeah, so we decided on going with the shields. Basically because, like I said earlier, it just means you need 25 less scrap and you can upgrade it as soon as you get to 100. Once again, there was no real reason to go for shields. Oops, my bad. Should probably power oxygen, huh? And I should probably try to hit that if I don't want to lose my energy. Yeah, it's fine. I don't have respirators here, do I? No, I don't think I do. Alright, everything's fine though. So what you're seeing here could still be subject to change. The ship might look completely different. by the time the video goes up, just follow the link and there should be a picture up there with the final layout of things. So yeah, do keep that in mind. I have my, well, I have Anistuffs playtesting it as well. Didn't really have a chance to talk it over with him. I don't know if he already played it when I'm recording this or not, so anyway, this is all in the past. After, when you're watching this, we'll already have done it, but just keep it in mind. If you sort of are interested in what you're looking at, feel free to go check the link to the FTL mod forums, where you can see if anything has changed and if you like it even more or maybe even less after that. And feel free, of course, to give your input either here on the comments section or just on the FTL mod post of it. I always love hearing feedback from other people. This is why this is already the second ship I created in cooperation with Anistuffs. I'm trying to avoid saying his name too much, but hey, it can be helped. Ooh, drones are down. That would be annoying if you didn't have shields yet. And again, this is an event that you don't really need to worry about on anything but Captain's Edition. So that's not a guaranteed hit, and it doesn't even tell you when it misses. Not really a big fan of these ships having 2 or 3 layers of titanium system casing, but so Crystal Vengeance here, and I forgot to do this, is better because there's a 30% chance for a shard to break off rather than, I think it's 10 or 15. Not entirely sure. But it sells for a lot less, so on Advanced Edition it's an easy 30 or 40 scrap. I think 40? Captain's Edition, I think it's 10 to 20. So there are subtle differences, but those are inherent to Captain's Edition and not to... Not a major unit is disposing industrial waste in this region. Its defense routines take over when you arrive. The minus mechanical workers turn to an AI soldier for the time being. It moves into attack. I mean, this must be the first time ever I'm sending out a drone to stop a laser weapon. And that's cool, actually. This is a ship, so it has evasion. And it also has repair drones, okay. This is cool. Projectile intercepted. So those prompts are... Ooh, that's the end of your drones, because that's got them completely destroyed and breached. You are done, sir. You are done. Huh. Well, you're gonna get taken out by Crystal Vengeance then. Scythe beam, and there's another weapon for us. We'll upgrade shields and see if we can get that weapon up as well. So I mean, at this point you've seen most of it. I'm gonna continue to run, no doubts about it. But yeah, by this point you've already decided on, yeah, I want to try this one out. Yeah, no, I really don't want to try this one out. Modding is easy. If you need any help, just ask me. I've got an abandoned sector, huh? Or maybe it's a stray one, I don't know. I've picked up a landing vessel in the system. It appears to be navigating over debris fields. Attack the vessel. So now taking down shields is handy. Could still bring a drone up. Ooh, that almost synced up, but not quite. Good old Scythe beam. But yeah, everything's working. Get on more power bars so we can get our drone up if we need them. Gibbs work, and our animated, another defense drone. That's probably not going to be handy. Although I could keep it if I want to stop just plain missiles. Anyway, this could be annoying. I'm hesitant to send out a defense drone because apparently ion pulses can take those down too. But hey, experimentation is still kicking. At crystal bursts, let's take down some weapons. Scythe, while it's still capable of shooting. Yeah, you're not getting anywhere unless, of course... Nope, there he goes. Okay. I was talking about things. Yes, things work. Gibbs are working and are animated. Weapons are linked to them, so no flying weapons when things do end up turning it, making it turn for the worst. It's always interesting to make sure you got the right Gib. Ooh. You will be captured, receive a fair trial, blah blah blah. Well, we definitely want a defender on here, and we're still going to be quite a while without weapons. That's completely my bad and can easily end in your death. But we'll see. And definitely need one bar of shield to negate his side beam, and there it is. Alright, so here's another problem. Your crystal burst can be shot down by these drones. So if one of each manages to take a shot at them, then there's a good chance that I don't do any damage to this fudger. So he's got artillery too, and that's kind of creepy. Another problem is my crystal burst is incapable of taking down that one layer of shield, which means my side beam can't be used until shields are actually down. It resisted everything, huh? Which means it's probably a good idea to run away from this one. Seems to have repair drones as well. Didn't take out the artillery, and I'm kind of wondering what he has for artillery. If it's not the waveform, I'm not too worried, but I can't see any artillery on the ship, and that frightens me a little bit, to be honest with you. So now he's trying to run. He's gonna get away. So let's not waste any more time. There's no way I'm getting that thing down. You arrive at a beacon, 570 huge rebel shipyard, scaffolding construction. Yeah, we can do this. Oh! We're in a rebel sector now. What the hell? Well, let's get the defense zone up. Should be able to take this one down. We also have a teleporter, which I failed to notice. Crystals should be more than capable of taking him down. Well, it's a bit of information while we wait. There is some custom art to this. For example, there is no interior image for a level, well, for a 4-space piling room, so I kind of had to design this thing by myself. Nothing too special. Basically just adding blank space behind the original image. So, defense drone failed to take down anything here. That's okay. He can't be picture perfect every time, can he? Probably should have gone for the missile launcher instead, but if the side beam would hurry up, we should be fine. So normally we would have unlocked the Federation cruiser here. While the second flagship was not yet finished, it doesn't make the battle any less of a victory, and you've crippled the rebels' fleet strength considerably. While you don't overstay your welcome, you quickly salvage choice bits of metal, drones, and even an unusual object or two from the wreckage and prepare to jump. As you're leaving, you detect an interesting Federation ship signal. Apparently the rebels were reverse engineering the advanced weaponry on a prototype Federation cruiser. You don't know how they captured ship intact, but you program its FTL drive to return the ship to its nearest Federation base. You just hope it gets there unharmed. So, with an ion in tow, can we get that working? No. So we'll stick with the Crystal Burst. I'm assuming Crystal Burst is going to be one of those weapons you keep until the end, because it is actually quite good. Anyway, we'll sell the defense drone here and see what we can do. It has artillery, so that means if I could actually get to... Yeah, see, it only sells for 15. How much would I still need? Quite a bit. Alright, let's actually try and get artillery up then. See if that one works. Which means I will have to continue this run in one go, but that's usually not a problem. Normally, I probably would get cloaking first, but we have a defense zone 2 and I want to show off the artillery. You've seen the artillery before, but I want to know for myself if it's actually working as well. So it should work, but you know. Would I be able to get back to the store? Yeah, because I did the slow down the fleet. Maybe I don't even have to sell anything. Let's see if we can get some more scrap. And with a battle here, that should be viable. He's not running, and we should be fairly safe, actually. Engines could use a bit of help with that, but let's get a defense run up. We got plenty of drone parts. We're close to the store as well, so you know, if we take damage, we can always do something about it. But alright, so next target will probably go... we took the whole drone down, so we should be able to kill them here with our next volley. Alright, good. Projectile intercepted. It already missed, but thanks anyway. Alright, I'll go to the stress beacon as well. We got plenty of fuel. I don't know where we got those huge amounts from, but... Intruders on board. Alright, let's see how well this ship can vent. You head to piloting and then open these up. It's a rock ship. Huh. They probably explained why it would be rock. Yeah, let's... No, you need to be in here. There we go. We can't let a... We got a clone base, so theoretically we can let you die, but if it's not necessary, I'd rather not have you killed. So it's gonna take a while to kill off all the rocks. They got quite a bit of HP to them. That is taking quite long to vent, but we made it happen just in time, though. I can probably kill them if they do find their way into Shield's room. Well, one of them did. There you go, you can fight your differently evolved cousin. Alright, let's get our artillery set up. The waveform. So we need to sell defense drone and crystal vengeance. How much bases do we even have on this thing left? 2. So that'll be artillery and cloaking probably. I will start off with artillery. First upgrade will be 30. Fuel is actually fine for once, and that doesn't happen too often on my end. You've seen me play, you know what's up. So don't take the fact Mantis Invasion Fleet Expedition. Yeah, it's all Mantis. It's all Manti. We'll upgrade our artillery as soon as we can. Strangely enough, the ship no longer is seen as a crystal ship. I say strange, but it actually makes sense because we stole Crystal Vengeance, and as we know, FTL is bases the augments you have to determine what ship you're using. So Crystal Vengeance means Crystal Ship. Mantis Pheromones means Mantis Ship. And that's also the reason why didn't need to buy that power, but it's okay. It's also the reason why you can't they don't even have a teleporter. They do have some other scary stuff though, so I'm gonna see if I can keep the defense drone rocking though. So getting the ion up would be quite handy, for the reason that it would allow me to take down that last bit of shielding. I can't tell if I can't. Well, I mean, our waveform artillery will take care of the shields eventually, but until then, we're kind of stuck with not being able to use that properly. Well, the waveform is almost ready. There it goes, and it looked good from where I was sitting at least. Like that, and you like that. Alright, people are starting to suffocate. It might be time to get rid of the defense drone. Cool. Alright, so I'm content. I know the artillery works, and I know that the ship itself is capable of withstanding itself. So yeah, I'm still debating on the whole keep the shields, get rid of the shields thing. I'll leave it up to anyone who can convince me. Didn't get the bomb off. Sure. Still early on, and I want to upgrade engines anyway. Yeah, we can always use them a little bit more power, so we don't have to completely power down everything if we want our defense drone. It almost acts like cloaking and another shield bubble combined. Although you can't 100% rely on it, so, you know. Anyway, socialize with your crew. Quest asks you to try and visit some more Rockman sectors. It's hopefully blah 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 blah. I wonder if there are actually events for having crystals on board when you're in rock sectors. Well, there's one way to find out, and that's going to rock sectors. Yes, I will side. Maybe I get a mantis. No, I did not. A maul beam. There's nothing I can do to that. I can, however, get... No, I can't even get my defense drone up. Come on, if we can get sensors up, if we can get our defense drone up to stop the ion, that would be awesome. Because that ion is 3 ion damage plus 1 system damage, I'm presuming. Yeah, it looked like a pretty big deal. Let's see. Combat, and this can shoot quite a few of my crystal shards down, I believe. So we're safe from their weapons, so let's just try the hammer on shields already a bit. He shot down one. Seems that it confuses them quite a bit, that it doesn't know which one it should fire at. An unforeseen consequence that can work in your favor, apparently. Although it does seem... Ooh, we hit a drone with one of our thingamajiggies. It's the best I can come up with, thingamajiggies. For a moment you're afraid of losing it. What if you don't make it? What if we can't escape? I should probably read this more dramatically. What if you don't make it? What if we can't escape or defeat the next enemy? You don't want to die. Then it passes. The crew does not seem to have noticed, or at least it isn't showing it. You take a deep breath and recollect yourself. Then you ask for situation report and try to focus on the battle. Minor depression avoided. Shot down 2 on that one. Cool. We could probably use a bit of a tune-up, so maybe you want to go back to that store, but if you don't, then that's okay too. Probably power down the oxygen. Apparently it helps. I can't be 100% sure of the matter. Why don't you get in here? Alright, so now we lock down. Yeah, they're still in there and they are still suffocating. Well, one of them is at least. Our crystal will die, but our clone bay will get him back. So that's one way to use crystal lockdown defensively. Alright. No hull damage, because you couldn't really afford it to begin with. Still a bit of crystal left here. What if that's a bug? Well, probably not a bug because of the ship we're using, but now lockdown isn't from Captain's Edition, so it could be a bug in AE itself. I don't know. Maybe it disappears, maybe it doesn't. Who knows? A nearby man's mining operation is clearly using heavy NG slave labor, blah blah blah. There's another store for us where we can repair if we so chose to do. Let's first see what else of controls we can get ourselves into. So we don't need shields, and we just need to make sure our NG doesn't do anything stupid. Which means our first shot will probably go on mind control. You've got to be kidding me, right? Well, lucky bastards. Let's get to repairing then. Oh, it missed. Unlucky sods. Well, you're already fired in another mine. Mines are slow, so we might be able to... No, I don't think we'll be able to. Although, it depends on what it's want to hit. If it goes... Yep, missed as well. Well, we're definitely ready for the next one, and that little crystal tidbit is still in there. That'll be there for the rest of the run, I'm thinking. Alright, so now we don't even need to spend... we already spent the drone part, right? Still, we can't shoot the bomb down anyway, so why still power up the drone, right? It's a bit too late to take surrender offers from AI. And I think now would be a good chance to take our... here. No, we can't go back to the store from there. There's still a good amount of beacons down here anyway. That's looking good. Fuel is still looking good as well. Not a big fan of repairing, you all know that from me already. We're leaving the mantis sector, so doors aren't as important anymore. Weapons, we need 125 to get both of them. Well, to get everything online. Although I'm probably not going to stick with the charge laser, charge ion. Ship enters another unpopulated system, no ships, blah blah. Sensors pick up gravitational disturbance. That could be a fight against an asteroid. Yeah. This has been a while. Alright, we want a drone here. Because we have more than we started with, and if we can stop the heavy layer from coming in along with any asteroids, then even their maul... That's not a maul beam, that's a Pernag beam. Won't even be able to damage us. Besides, it is a normal ship, so it's a station, which means this thing probably comes with rock plating, but not titanium system casing. Although that has nothing to do with the fact that it's being a station. What I was actually going for is that seeing that the station has no evasion. Waveform. Make it happen. Don't think it's gonna destroy everything, but this must pain them pretty badly. So yeah, you won't be having this artillery when playing the AE version. Then again, you probably would have already had cloaking if you were playing AE. Well, I mean, if artillery weren't available, I would have got cloaking, and that would have helped quite a bit as well. Trying to improve your reactor. Yeah, we got plenty of drone parts, and I don't care about the missiles anyway. So I'm not that big of a fan of the charge ion. Sure. Combat. Missile defense. That's a problem with the defense drone too. It can... I don't think it prioritizes missiles, but it shoots so quickly that I'm thinking we're actually quite safe here. And with that done, and they slowly dying, I will pause the video until they suffocated. You know what? I'm gonna wait on that for a simple reason that I want to have you witness the potential power of the defense drone, and seeing that we just hit them with our artillery quite badly. They're out of missiles already, it seems. Tisk, tisk. I will actually depower the defense drone so my crew can level up a bit. Yeah, that seems like a smart choice. I mean, we don't have anyone on shields, but I suppose I could send you the shields for the time being. So yeah, I'll get back to you once they suffocated. See you in a bit. Alright. Good. Actually went for a smarter choice and leveled my gunner up a little bit by constantly shooting him with the charge ion. So we needed 125, we now have that, but with 130 I can put my artillery up to its max. Don't know, wait, if I go here and they'll be here. I don't know if this beacon will be taken over if I do this little tidbit, so I'm not going to. Sealed sector, probably sealed sector, means diseases, I think, and I don't know how our clone bay reacts with that. So how about a gigantic no to that? We got plenty of fuel. Alright, so now we'll get to see the waveform in all its glory with a 20-second charge. Means we're probably gonna get rid for the charge ion for something better and more awesome and more cool. We got one power, let's give the anti-drone a go. Drone disabled, yeah, but I sort of thought you would destroy it too. I guess I was a bit mistaken on that front. Oh no, it did take one out, and there goes the shields completely. So yeah, artillery. It's costly, but some of it is actually quite good, and we shot that drone into outer space. Nope, there it is again. Okay. We're still early on. Let's give this a go. Alright, and we get a crew member that's already half decent at shields. Good. Another thing you're missing out on when playing this on AE, you can't have this kind of people. And we like these kinds of people, they don't need air either. A great addition to have on my other ship I recently built, the Raptor. Receive confused comm chatter from a small pirate station. Various individuals screams to comms. The voice is modified by overlay effects. Blah 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 blah. You don't understand what they say. Blah blah blah. After a bit, they power up the weapons. All right. Can we get a drone up? Yes. So let's do so. Let's see how this artillery change up with our weapons. If we wait a little bit longer after... Yeah, this seems pretty dope. I mean, getting artillery this high up this early on sets you back quite a bit in regards to other upgrades. We could have had level 3 shields, and a lot higher engines, maybe better weapons as well, but artillery is quite good, and I am of the assumption that most people play... normal AE, so yeah, you're kind of missing out on that. Hey, Captain's Edition is already hard enough as is, right? We can use a benefit every now and then. Sure. How are we actually? Yeah, it's going quite well actually. That. Right, well, let's see if we can get cloaking as well, and then we can finally start thinking about upgrading the rest of our ship. Alright, more intruders. We'll vent. We'll leave and lock down whilst we're leaving. Depower auction so the air doesn't go back in there. We'll put someone on doors. Oh, there's a dude in here as well. Well, maybe we can kill him before this lockdown wears off. Nobody seemed to have died there, but we did get door control back. Yep. Another successful operation thanks to our lockdown from our crystal crew member. He'll be fine. There he goes. Right, combat. That's what we're looking for. Again, could send up a drone. With only level 1 shields, I think it's highly unnecessary. So this is going quite well. Do keep in mind that I am playing this on easy. Something that needs to be constantly set, so don't take the... Did you level up from the artillery firing? I had no idea that actually counted. Huh. So, remember I am playing this on easy. Make the fact that this is going extremely well not a testimony to the strength of this ship. I mean, it still might be overpowered on normal either, I don't know. That'll be up for, well, I'm assuming Anistuffs, again. Pronunciation, feel free to ignore that. We'll play on normal and have a much harder time on AE, but depending on who's uploading his first, I'll be sure to add a link when it becomes available. I might beat him on this one, but yeah, sure. Yeah, that was actually okay. It makes my thing a lot easier. So if I can go here and here, and then, or I could go, yeah, probably go to the store right about now. Let's see, for cloaking or any of the sorts. No cloaking. Chain laser. I can't remember the last time I've seen a chain weapon. Like I said, we're probably not gonna wouldn't have stuck with that. Can't really power everything up yet. I can, but the drone will be left behind. Is there anything to sell? No, we're set. Okay. So we'll get a power bar as soon as we can. Probably a few if you need a drone. We don't need a drone here. It's getting kind of obvious how easy is, because we're now on sector, what, 3, 4? Still fighting level... well, enemies with level 1 shields. Meanwhile, Crystal Burst still punches through without any problem whatsoever, and if you then decide to wait on the waveform artillery that I've so graciously decided to already put up to level 4, something you probably won't be doing on medium or normal. Alright. Again, we could use a drone. I still haven't changed my judgment on whether I like Defense Drone 1 more than Defense Drone 2. Usually when you put up a defense drone, did he just evaded like all of my artillery shots? And that's what we're waiting for, having no shields. So yeah, the artillery can miss, unlike the Vindicator beam. These are actual shots, so... yeah, I suppose you got the same problem with the flag artillery. Raw asteroid ore. So we wanted... damn, I already forgot. We need 2 power bars first. There we go. Alright. Sure. Ares missile weapons, huh? Four damage for 2. So that's the Artemis, huh? Takes a while to charge though, so... no, normal damage 4. Ooh. This is a really souped up Artemis, because an Artemis can take 2 power as well. Fires a lot quicker, but doesn't really do as much damage, does it? Untranslatable number 32. Yep. Alright. So, this means I'm gonna... ugh, this little piece of rock is still there. Means I'm gonna end it here for the first part. Remember, it's a showcase, but might as well be a normal run. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you're still enjoying the series. Show us support by commenting, liking, and or subbing. As always, the link for the ship will be in the description, and feel free to give your own input, whether from just seeing what you just saw or from hopefully trying it out for yourselves. Anyways, see you guys on the next episode where we will continue, maybe even finish the run. Bye everyone.